Let's make sure we're recording. Alright, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. It is BShooter94 here with WCW Presents Bash at the Beach 2001. We're starting off the show. We are in the southeast at the American Airlines Arena. I really wanted to do this at an actual beach, maybe in Australia or something. However, it's one of those things where you can't do it very well because the fan base is so small at the time. And our first contest of the night is a pre-show battle royal. And as you can see, the participants are the ones on the screen there. Mike Awesome is back from suspension, so that's awesome. Dustin Rhodes is here. Canyon, Alex Wright, Daniels, Skipper, Hugh Morris, a couple tag team guys are in there. And this is a number one contenders match for the WCW United States Championship. And this is how it went. In a decent pre-show match, Chris Kanyon wins the Battle Royal in 20 minutes and 13 seconds. Final four was Dustin Rhodes, Rick Steiner, and Hugh Morris. Dustin Rhodes was the final elimination, and Chris Kanyon got the most eliminations. Christopher Daniels get injured with a damaged heel. Devin Storm seemed off his game. Mike Awesome was off his game. Elix Skipper was off his game. Or Elix Skipper got better at his gimmick. Sean Stasiak was off his game. 52 rating there. And we're going to jump right into the show. So Chris Kanyon will be getting a WCW United States Championship opportunity at a later date. 52 rating in front of 12,000 people. Here we go to the pay-per-view. Yes, Daniels got hurt. Mike Awesome injured him. Fantastic. All right. And we open the show with the traditional pay-per-view hype package that hypes up every storyline. We got the big names from WCW in that hype package that are in big matches tonight. So you got Steiner, Booker, Flair, Mysterio, Page, Jeff Jarrett, Bagwell, and Luger. And we got a rundown of the card as it shows the graphics for the matches. We got Lance Storm and Ric Flair in Ultimate Submission. Chavo versus Kidman in a grudge match where the loser can no longer challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship for a whole year. The Cruiserweight Championship is on the line as Little Guido defends against Shane Helms. The WCW Tag Team Championships are defended in a triple threat match. Totally Buff defends against PinPoint and the Natural Born Thrillers. Also, the WCW United States Championship is defended as Diamond Dallas Page goes against Jeff Jarrett. And then also, Rhino faces off against Rey Mysterio in their battle. And then the main event, the WCW Championship will be decided as Booker T challenges Scott Steiner. And let's get to the action. A 61 rating to open up the hype package. And it shows the challenger Booker T and the reigning and defending WCW champion arriving to the building. 68 rating. And in our first contest of the night, in a decent match, Totally Buff retains their WCW Championship over PinPoint and Natural Born Thrillers in 14-17. They eliminated the Natural Born Thrillers first and then defeated PinPoint. The way this match was supposed to end was PinPoint has Totally Buff beat. Buff Bagwell uses a foreign object and hits AJ Styles, which causes the pin. So they still sneak away with the WCW Tag Team Championships. Mark Jindrak got a 57 to lead the pack. AJ Styles a 54. Colombo a 53. O'Hara 47. Lex Luger a 46. Buff Bagwell a 55. And Storyline 7 lost heat, even though I thought this was a solid opening match. Lex Luger was off his game, which is unfortunate because he's not going to get anywhere besides being in a tag team. And the announcing lifted the quality, so that's a solid opening match. 52 rating. Was hoping for a little better, but I think the tag division will slowly start picking up momentum, hopefully, as I also introduce more tag teams. And this is just, and I know last pay-per-view I've been kind of pigeonholing this tag team division with triple threats. I don't mean to do that. The first one was just, that's how it ended up, and same with this one. This feud just kind of turned into that. But going forward, you will not see a triple threat tag team title match at the next pay-per-view, I promise. 52 rating. Moving on to the next. Oops. Well, that's supposed to be Buff Bagwell and Lex Luger. Our sneak out of here with the win. 51 rating out of Totally Buff. Backstage, Diamond Dallas Page cuts a promo about Jeff Jarrett and defending his WCW United States Championship. And this promo is more or less Diamond Dallas Page saying that, Jarrett says the excuse that he couldn't beat me last time. was because we both had a match that night and he was more tired. And, he's really proven that he needs a guitar to try to even take a chance at the People's Champion. And he said that the guitar shot from Jarrett is going to be what's causing him to win the WCW United States Championship. I say congratulations, Jarrett. Yes, you did knock me out last time with that guitar. However, you better pray you hit, because if not, a diamond cutter is coming your way, and I will still be your WCW United States Champion. 67 rating out of Diamond Dallas Page. And in the Grudge match, Billy Kidman defeats Chavo Guerrero Jr. in 12:26 by pinfall with a shooting star press. Tori should have turned here. That's okay, though. Tori Wilson is now managing Billy Kidman as a babyface. Chavo at 57, Kidman at 54. I'll fix that after, I guess. Kidman seemed off his game, and obviously he was confused because Tori Wilson, for whatever reason, is a heel in this game. 54 rating. So, due to the stipulation, Chavo Guerrero cannot challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship now for a whole calendar year. So, July of 2002 is when Chavo Guerrero is eligible to challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship again. 54 rating, and the feud is over. I don't know why. Okay. Well, Tori Wilson will be turning babyface, 35 rating, and managing Billy Kidman, who is her real-life fiance. We get a backstage promo from Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow, saying tonight is the end of this, I so-called feud between Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, and us. We started this. We are going to finish it. We're going to rid WCW of these wannabes and send them back to that crappy bingo hall that they call in Philadelphia ECW, because we don't want them here. That's a 54 rating out of Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow. All right. And in a decent matchup, Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer defeat Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow in a steel cage match in 14:49 when Rob Van Dam pinned Shane Douglas with a 5-star frog splash. RVD carried the match. Bam Bam a 46, Douglas a 58, Dreamer a 54, RVD an 81. Storyline advanced and ended. So this feud is done. Crowd was hot, and Tommy Dreamer took a stunt bump. He got thrown through some tables from the top of the cage. And 66 rating. Fantastic work out of these four. This was the feud just to introduce Tommy Dreamer and Rob Van Dam to the audience, and now they can go separate, and I'll have two new baby faces to now do something with on the card. And Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow most likely will be a tag team, but Bam Bam may just be a bodyguard for Shane Douglas. So 66 rating, fantastic stuff there. And RVD and Tommy Dreamer, even though they're beaten down and bloody, they stand tall as your winners. 50 rating there. We get a promo from Little Guido backstage talking about defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Shane Helms. And he's been talking about this mob situation. The Italian Mafia always has a plan. And that tonight he's going to make sure that he is somehow ending up as your WCW Cruiserweight Champion at the end of the night, no matter what that so-called Sugar Shane Helms thinks he can do to beat me. I always have a plan to make sure the Mafia stays on top. So 49 rating there. And in a decent matchup, Little Guido defeats Shane Helms in 12:30 by pinfall with a Rividerci. During the match, Psychosis and Super Crazy attack Shane Helms, which causes Little Guido to get the pinfall and defend his Cruiserweight Championship. Shane Helms a 53, Little Guido a 58, a 57 rating on the books. So, Little Guido is Mafia. Looks like it's going to be Psychosis and Super Crazy joining him as a little group here. And we'll find out more about that because they've been starting to team now, Psychosis and Super Crazy, and this looks like it's going to start becoming a thing going forward. So we'll see what happens on Nitro when these three have something to say about this, and I'm sure Little Guido will address this as his Mafia promise. We'll see if this is what he was talking about. 42 rating out of them. Jeff Jarrett cuts a backstage promo saying that he heard what Diamond Dallas Page said, and he's, there's a reason why Diamond Dallas Page wasn't on Nitro after that guitar shot. All it takes is one shot, Page, and you are no longer that United States Champion, and it comes to the right person, the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett as your WCW United States Champion. 66 rating out of him. Good stuff, Jeff. And about that great heat and decent wrestling, Diamond Dallas Page defeats Jeff Jarrett in 10 minutes by pinfall with a Diamond Cutter. The exact finish literally is Jeff Jarrett goes for the guitar shot, swings, misses, Page hits him with the cutter. Page defends his WCW United States Championship. Jarrett a 63, Page a 59, 62 on the rating scale. I was kind of hoping for a little better here, but Page does retain, and that kind of just gives us now a next step for Page. And, we'll see kind of what happens. And it looks like Jeff Jarrett did come up a little short here. So he'll have to go back to the end of the line for the WCW United States Championship. However, Diamond Dallas Page does retain the United States Championship as Jeff Jarrett looks disappointed as he is laying, kind of sitting in the corner watching Page celebrate. 68 rating for Page. But as he's celebrating, Chris Kanyon hits him from behind and hits his finish on him and holds up the WCW United States Championship. So Page can't even celebrate, and that's just kind of how the business is. You can't celebrate a victory. You always got to be watching what's behind you. And Chris Kanyon just laid out the WCW United States Champion as he is your number one contender. So Canyon's not wasting any time making an impact and making it very known that Page is a marked man, and he wants that United States Championship. 67 rating out of Kanyon Page. Backstage promo out of the Nature Boy talks about the ultimate submission match. And he said, look, Storm and I have gone back and forth for the past couple weeks. I got him to tap to the figure 4. He didn't make me tap, but I'll give him props. He got me to pass out from the pain from his finish, the Canadian Cloverleaf, and you know what? This is it. I said I was coming back for another run and to try to get another world championship under my belt, and tonight I'm going to show that the Nature Boy is not only going for that, but he's better than ever, and he's going to show Lance Storm how great he truly is. 63 rating out of the Nature Boy. And about that great heat and good wrestling, Ric Flair defeats Lance Storm in 15 minutes by 1 submission to nothing. So it went straight to the wire. Flair 59, Storm a 74. Flair was tiring, but that's cool. 69 rating, nice. Ric Flair does defeat Lance Storm, and that's the ending of the feud there. But it's a fantastic job out of these two. Great, solid upper mid card match, and both guys look great. And post-match, both guys are obviously visually tired. Ric Flair and Lance Storm do shake hands, even though Storm is clearly disappointed that he did not get the win. And Ric Flair goes to celebrate with the fans as he is the winner. 61 rating out of him. Booker T cuts a backstage promo saying that tonight I reclaim the WCW Championship that I never lost. And that, this new regime is fantastic, and it's great that WCW has relaunched itself into the world of professional wrestling, but there's one problem. Booker T needs to be the guy carrying the torch. That torch is the WCW Championship. And that punk, Scott Steiner's got it. And I got to make sure tonight that that sucker loses that WCW Championship to Booker. And that's a 71 rating out of him. Great promo out of Booker. Rey Mysterio's backstage promo now talking about what Rhino has done to him over the past month. So let's recap here what Rey Mysterio is pretty much about to say. Out of nowhere, to write Conan off, Rhino pile drives Conan through a table, takes him out of action. Rey Mysterio was supposed to be in the United States Championship match that night. Rhino comes in, causes an issue there by goring him. Rey Mysterio is here for retribution, and he wants an opportunity to take out Rhino for his friends and for himself. 47 rating out of Ray Ray. And in a decent matchup, Rey Mysterio Jr. does defeat Rhino in 15:23 by pinfall. The Springboard Hurricane Rana roll-up pinfall. Rhino 55, Mysterio 67. Storyline does gain heat. 64 rating. This match is literally to not hurt either one of them. And, great match. Mysterio needed a win here. And Rhino, I don't think, loses anything out of losing this match. And the feud can continue potentially. We'll see. Nitro is pretty much written up, so we'll see kind of where we go with this. But I think Rhino can easily rebound, and Mysterio has finally got a win under his belt as a singles wrestler. Booker T makes a huge entrance as he is ready for the main event. 61 rating. Big Papa Pump makes his big entrance as he's ready to defend the WCW Championship, 76 rating there. And in your main event of the evening, the WCW Championship is on the line. And here it is. In a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Scott Steiner defeats Booker T in 13:26 by submission with the Steiner recliner after cheating to get the advantage, and Booker T just could not recover. Scott Steiner makes defense number 2. Booker 51, Steiner 59. These guys don't click, which is crazy to me. It's okay though. 57 rating. So Steiner sneaks away with the victory. Booker had this matchup won a couple times. Steiner would get his foot on the rope or just barely kick out. And then Steiner was able to get that foreign object to take advantage. And once he locks in that Steiner recliner, it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. 57 rating. Now Steiner's going to celebrate as he has retained his WCW championship with all power to him, even though he did cheat. So let's not let that slide. Booker T did not lose to Scott Steiner cleanly. 73 rating there. But as Scott Steiner is celebrating, the camera pans to something up in the rafters, and it's Sting. Sting is back, and he is looking down on the WCW champion, Scott Steiner, and that is how the show ends. The camera's cut as we see Sting, and he points his bat to Scott Steiner, and the camera ends. 70 rating there, and let's see what we got for a rating for the pay-per-view. All right, 64 rating for the pay-per-view. Popularity increased in 33 regions. We would have gained popularity in 6 British regions, but growth was restricted due to a limited number of viewers there. Don't know what to do about that. Let's make some speeches here. Booker, you had a great match, so I will give you props for that. Dreamer, you're going to get a good job for a stunt bump. And let's go with... who else had a good showing tonight? I'm going to give Lance Storm a praise on a great performance. Praise on a great performance. Booker's told that he's awesome. Cool. Pleased, awesome, pleased, and pleased. Awesome. So that is the end of the WCW episode here tonight. Bash at the Beach is in the books for the 2001 version. The next pay-per-view is going into August. And we have Nitro tonight. So we will see kind of what happens as we are now after Bash at the Beach, the big summer pay-per-view. Hopefully you are enjoying this save. If you are, please drop a like. Please leave a comment. I will respond to every comment possible. If you comment on the forum, I will obviously answer as soon as possible for anything you want to see, anything that you agree, disagree with, etc., etc. But I appreciate you stopping by. And, I really do hope y'all are enjoying this because I definitely love booking this. And I have a whole notebook of literally the next 6 months booked out. So I will gladly edit anything I need to please the audience. So, excuse me. But thank you for stopping by, and y'all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next time for WCW Monday Nitro.